The sirens are behind us. We're like, we are pissed. He starts doing the maddest maneuvers. I've never seen a driver like that. Hi guys, my name's Shani. Shanae. It's actually Shanae, but people call me Shani. This is my motherfucking channel, baby. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to hop on YouTube for time, but the thing is, I've been lazy, but I'm ready now. I don't even want to make a long intro like that. I thought my first video should be a story time, just to, you know, entice people. Do you know what I mean? Give it a bit of oomph, you know? But yeah, so this is my channel. You're gonna see a lot of me. Maybe I thought that my first video should be a story time, mainly because it's the first thing that came to my mind, isn't it? I don't know. I've got a lot of wild story times, but I feel like the more wilder ones will be towards where you lot know me more and you don't shock your system, do you know what I mean? Because I could go for days, I really could. This is the story about how I got into a Fed chase. I'll be real in it. There's a lot of things in my life that have happened where I should have ended up in jail, but here I am. I don't do nothing illegal though, but I've just put myself in dumb situations in the past where it could have ended so badly, but it didn't. Let's get into the story. So this was in, it was either in 2017 or 2018. No, it was in 2017. And basically I was fucking with this guy. He was a drug dealer, a lot older than me. We were really close, innit? Like, we were really good friends, but we were friends with benefits. So, but we were just vibing as well. Like, we'll just smoke up and just chill, probably go out to eat or something, I don't know. But we literally saw each other like every single week without fail. We were always linking each other. And the way it would happen is he would come to my house and he would come pick me up in his car. Because he was doing illegal activity, car was always different. This time round he hollered me, he's like, where are you? I'm gonna come get you. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, I'm at home, come get me. And this is around summertime, so it was just the vibe was just there. He came in some, I will never forget this car. Every time I see this car on road, I just remember the memory. It was a BMW X, I don't know about cars in it, but X5 I want to say. It was a big thing with the leather interior, with the little rooftop thing going on. The car was beautiful, do you know what I mean? I felt like a princess in the passenger seat. So he came to pick me up in that. We're driving now, and I think we had parked up to smoke a bit. We smoked and then we're just driving. At this point, we're high and just vibing. I'm in the passenger seat, I am zoned. It's a hot day, the music's blasting, just chill. And also I stepped out in like leggings and sliders and like an oversized top, basically pajamas, because obviously we're not going anywhere specific. So we're driving now, we're laughing, talking, whatever, and we're driving on this specific road, on a main road though. And this guy, he never drives on main roads, he's always driving on back roads, but for some reason he drove on this main road. And he looks up into his rear view mirror and he sees a bully van behind us, and he's like, oh shit, oh shit. And I was like, with my high self, I was like, what? He's like, nothing, there's just a bully van behind us, like, but like, they're not following us. At the time we're thinking the bully van's not following us, probably just driving behind us, do you know what I mean? Like, just whatever. But the way he said, oh shit, I could see that he was panicking a bit. He's not scared of anything. So when I saw his reaction to the police behind us and he was a bit, oh shit, obviously I'm like, oh shit, because if you're tensing up and you ain't scared of nothing, imagine me who's scared of everything. I'm scared of dogs, I'm scared of pigeons, I'm scared of insects, so I'm most definitely scared of jail. So he was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna turn into a back road, and if the van follows us then we're pissed. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm realizing my brain's got to start working because I'm fried. We've had how many zoots? I'm not in the mood to having to think straight. So he asked me to look, even though he can see through his the rearview mirror. He's like, oh, check for me, check for me. I'm like, okay. So we bust a corner into a back road, yeah. Bearing in mind, this road now is a one-way road, yeah. Cool. He turns left now. And we're driving. I'm like, yeah, it's calm, see, they're not behind us. At one point I thought he's just moving paro because he's high, but then again, we've both been smokers, like we don't get paro being high anymore. Like, bus a corner, we're driving, everything's calm, and then boom, we just see this one piece of bully van turn with us. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. Let's give him a name. Let's call him Hairbrush. Let's call him Hairbrush because there's a hairbrush right there. I was like, Hairbrush. And then he saw it already, he was like, fuck. And that, when he said fuck, that fuck that came out of him, I felt it. I was like, okay, cool, we're going to jail. I already said it. I already claimed it because I was like, do you know what? His reaction, Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. Don't Get Scared of Nothing. He's scared, I'm terrified, do you get it? Whew. It was a silver bully van and it had the tinted windows. And we're on a one-way road, you get it? So we have to keep going straight regardless. And it's a tight road. It's them roads where there's like cars parked on the sides as well. Like there's no maneuvering in any way. So he's still driving. He's driving very calmly, but he starts to speed up a bit. He starts to speed up small, small, small. At this point, I'm putting my seatbelt on now because I don't know what's going on. But I know something's about to go down. I can see it in his face. Even though there was no sirens, there was no nothing yet. I felt it. So he's driving and he's getting a little bit faster, but he's not speeding because obviously that's gonna look mad sus if he just starts speeding out of nowhere. So we get to the end of this one-way road and he turns right. This is still a back road at this point, but it was one of them roads where you've got to wait for the person to come through and then you can drive and then they wait for you, and do you know what I mean? Not two of the drivers can go at the same time. So as soon as he buses this corner, I don't know how quickly his foot went on that accelerator, but my head went yeet. It was peak. Whole life flash before my eyes. He is going. He is zooming in this big fuck off BMW on this small piece of road. Zooming. This is where it gets scary in it because at this point, like I said, it's one of them roads you can't be on the road together. As he's zooming, there's a little red pop down car coming towards us and he's beeping at it. Oh my days. At this point we can hear sirens behind us because the police van has seen him start to go fast. He is beeping at this red car like, move, move. He's like telling it to move and the car's like, because obviously legally it was Hairbrush's, like Hairbrush should have moved for him, like he shouldn't have turned into that road. But we're getting chased. Hello, move your car. Red car wasn't budging. So Hairbrush proceeds to drive on the pavement. I was head lost. I said, this is how I die and go to jail. I knew I was gonna die in jail. I was gonna die and then go to jail because that was it for me. The car's here. This is us. My arm is the pavement. He's like that around the car on top of the pavement. There was no people on the pavement, but it's a fucking pavement. The sirens are behind us. We're like, we are pissed. He starts doing the maddest maneuvers. I've never seen a driver like that. Back road to back road, he's going left, right, left, right. Basically, he's losing their minute by going through different roads and but the fastness, I was so sure we were gonna crash. At this point, I'm trying to talk to him, but he's not listening to me because he's so focused on getting the fuck out of there. And obviously then I don't want to talk to him too much because I don't want to distract him because yeah, you better get me the fuck out of this situation because I'm not trying to go to jail for you. And I was thinking like, why are they chasing him anyways? Then obviously you have to take in, he's a black guy driving a really fancy car. Also the fact that he's kept this car for 2 weeks, so they've probably kept an eye on it. Yeah, so maddest maneuvers, left, right, left, right. This went on for a good 3 to 4 minutes non-stop, and I get really like car sick really easily, and I really wanted to vomit in the car. Like, I was just like, there's too much going on. I'm too high for this. At this point, my seatbelt's on. All I brought with me is my little Vaseline pot and my keys, my estate keys, and I'm just holding on to them. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this is too much. But we was losing the minute. Like, we can hear the sirens, but we're losing them. I can't see them behind us. But he's still driving mad recklessly. He goes to me, you're gonna have to hop out. What? I literally looked at him with the blankest expression. I was like, I'm sorry. I thought he was gonna do his vroom vroom thing, we lose them, and then everything's happy. Do you know what I mean? No. He was like, yeah, you're gonna have to hop out, you're gonna have to hop out. I was like, just what? Just like on the street? Like, I just have to hop out randomly. I don't even know where we are. He was like, yeah, it's either that or you get clocked. As he's saying this, he's driving like, he's not even looking at me. He's driving like this, like he's just on his own thing. So I grabbed all of my 2 belongings that I brought with me, my keys and my Vaseline and my phone. And I take off my seatbelt and I'm ready to hop out. He's like, all right, get out. But he gets out with me. He parks very oddly on just the edge of some road, and he's taking me to a house. Like, we're walking towards a house. I'm like, where the fuck is this? And he's like, just trust me, just trust me, just trust me. And so he gets his keys out and he proceeds to open the door to this mystery house. The door now opens and I see this one woman just looking at the both of us. Bearing in mind, we're flustered. She's looking at us up and down and she's like, no, not even us. She looks at me. She looks at me. And she looks at me in the most disgust. She didn't say anything to me. Then he goes, oh, hi, mum. You brought me to your mum's house. So basically, what he did was run the feds off. He lost them, made us hop out the BMW and wanted us to hide out in his mum's house until they were gone. Honey, do you know why it was so bad for me? I came out looking like a tramp. She looked at me like I was scum. And she didn't even say anything. She's like, I just looked at him like, really? And he was like, and proceeds to take me into the house, but she proceeds to leave the house anyways. So I was like, okay, but don't ever do this again. Like, I know we needed to hide out, but still, like, I felt mad disrespectful. Long story fucking short, he got me a cab and I went home. When I was in the cab, I was just deep in everything that happened. I was like, Shani, you could have actually been in jail right now. And I know if they had stopped the car, it just would have been long, do you know what I mean, if they actually got to us. And it was just the adrenaline of it all. Like, we was actually causing traffic. Like, there are actually people watching a speed chase and I'm within that speed chase. Do you know how mad that is? Why did I put myself in that situation? Why did I hang out with these types of people? Yeah, I did see him the next week, but that's not the point. I was young and I was a thrill seeker. So at least I can say to my kids, I was in a police speed chase one time. It builds character. It builds character. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see any other content, any other things. I'm literally open to do any type of content. So like, subscribe and all that shit, whatever the YouTubers say. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video.